All right, folks, we're going to be removing this old dishwasher and installing a new one. So kind of walk you through the disconnect and then reconnection process. Make sure you have it all set up right. For every single one, you make sure you have the electric breaker turned off at the panel, and also you're gonna want to test it with an electrical tester just to make sure, because I mean, better safe than sorry. Better spend 20 bucks on this little thing and check it and make sure. And we can see it's not beeping, so it's off. It's better spend 20 bucks and make sure than not and then be dead. So you can see this tester is working. If you just touch it to a live cable over there, it does work. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and twist off these wing nuts, get the electric pulled out, and then we'll move on to the water and drain disconnect. All right, so I've got a baking pan slid underneath here to catch the water of this drain right here. You can see it. It's back there. The pump is already out, but you don't need to take that out. There is a little metal clip that connects that rubber L adapter. On mine, it'll be different for everyone, but you'll have a similar setup where there'll be a clip. You just gotta clamp it together and pull it off. And once it's off of the edge of the L, you can then pull the whole thing off. And looks like mine is very not too much water in there, so that's good. But you do want that in there, just in case. And then last but not least, we got the electric out, we got the drain. Arguably, you probably want to disconnect your main line first. You can see mine is over here, and it goes back. And if you trace it all the way back, let's see if I can show you behind it. It does go all the way back and into underneath the sink, and then underneath your sink. And my sink is probably disgusting, so apologies in advance. Got some stuff under here. It comes all the way back in the back corner here. Comes in, and you can see where it connects right there. So what we're gonna want to do, let me get this stuff out of the way real quick. Should have done this before filming. Okay. You can see there's a little disconnect valve underneath here. Get a better view here. And just gonna twist this off. So no water has a chance to go underneath. So there, it's twisted, and that should be in the off position now. So now you can go ahead and connect it, or disconnect it rather, at the washer here, dishwasher. All right, you're gonna watch me struggle here. I'm gonna try to twist this bottom piece off and spin it off here. Oh, that's tightening it. Hang on. Wrong way. Alright, I think I got it loose enough there. I'm gonna go and take it off my hand. Alright. There we go. There's some water in that one. But now we are disconnected. So now what we want to do is make sure we have this drain hose out of the way. And then we will get the entire unit pulled out. Get this insulation pulled off here. See, this drain goes all the way up here. And then it does go back here. There's a little disconnect there. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect that line right there. Make sure the pan's underneath of it. And then we'll go ahead and pull the whole thing out. Alright, everything's disconnected. Shove it out of the way. And we'll go ahead and pull this thing out. And I will spare you the pain and suffering of seeing me try to carry this alone. But it should be pretty light if you just pull the stuff out from the inside, make sure there's nothing in there. And yeah, we'll go from there. All right, it's all the way, did a little vacuuming back there, get it all cleaned out. And we'll go ahead and get the new one unboxed here. Let's go. About to unbox this puppy and get it going. We got the new one here. Just taking a look at it, see how we can get it hooked up with the power here. Looks like we're going to have to take the front little cover off to get to like the little box where the power is supposed to slide into. You don't just want power cables just hanging out of the bottom, especially running water if it leaks. Get the drain hose over there for the input. And yeah, let me pull the front cover off and we'll take a look. All right, front cover is off. Got a little bit of damage there. Oh, it's just the plastic that comes off. Okay, so this little junction box right here, that's where you want the electric to go inside. So we got a little Torx head screw here that needs to be unscrewed. So let's go ahead and get that off. All right, that is off. So right here, this green screw, that's going to be where your ground lies. It's going to be clamped underneath there. Then we'll just have the power and negative wing nutted in here, and we'll do that real quick, and I'll show you when it's done. All right, so what we're going to want to do here is my power cable does not have much slack in the wall. There is a decent sized hole in the junction box, so I'm going to wing nut them back here, and then I'm going to slide it all back through when I push it back, and then I'll put the cover on, land the ground cable, and then we're gonna kind of go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and wing nut black to black, white to white, nothing on the bare ground wire for now. All right, got these wing nutted together. Let's go ahead and slide it back through this hole up to the front here. Kind of hard to film and do this at the same time. That's okay. Let's get the ground through here. And I am going to need to slide the whole unit back a little bit, because I don't have enough slack in my electric wire. Come on now. Alright, pull things out. I'm going to go ahead and loop this around, and then I'm going to have this all kind of looped in a tight loop back here, so I can put the cover back on and have it all hidden behind here. And don't forget to land your ground wire, the bare metal one, wrap it around this green screw behind it, and then you're gonna tighten it down behind the screw. It's your grounding, so it's gonna just go metal to metal on here. So I'll do that real quick and I'll get back to you. All right, I get everything back here. The ground is landed underneath the wire, and we're gonna tuck all this, pull some of the extra slack through so that it's not just laying on the floor. And then we will get the cover back on here. And we'll just put this on, screw it in, make sure the wires are not caught behind your edges of this thing, because it'll cut them, and then you could mess up your wires. So don't want to do that, and you don't want to get electrocuted. So yeah, we'll put that on, and I'll get back. All right, let's go ahead and hook up the drain hose on the back here, and let's do the same thing. The other one, just reverse your steps, just put this in there, and then use that clamp and clamp it down. Got that slid back a little bit, the clamp is on, and now let's go ahead and attach this back to here. This is a plastic joint, so you want to make sure that you don't crank on it too much. I'm not supposed to put the camera down because I can't do this one-handed, but just be careful because you can strip that out. Just put it on firm, but not so firmly that you're stripping it, but not so weak that it's going to let water leak out. Alright, so at this point we've got the cover back on, electric's hooked up, we've got our water input, we've got the drain. Next thing, we're just going to cut the water on, and I'm going to run a test load. See, I'm not going to put it in the, install it back in here, which you have your metal plate underneath it here, and you just have two screws up top here, so you open your door, and then you have your, you run a screw up so it doesn't fall out. Yeah, I mean, once you have water, drain, and electric, you're good to run a test run, and let's see how this thing does, if it leaks or anything. Let your water back on. Semi-important. Is it leaking? No. Good. Pull all the junk and plastic out of here first, too, before you run it. There's gonna be styrofoam and stickers and stuff. Cut your electric back on, too. And hopefully that didn't just blow up the machine. We got lights. Let's see if this works. So far nothing's leaking. You can see a little water spot. That's from when I took the old one out. It's looking good. We're going to run just a full cycle empty, so it drains out and everything. And yeah, we'll slide it back in and finish the install. Just not much more to it.